Okay, there's one more thing I forgot to tell you about. Let's add this really quickly. Um, I'll share the screen with you again. I apologize. And I got off and thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot to tell them about this one. Okay, so the other thing I wanted you to tell you about, and I know that there are some who feel like we don't need um anyway, types of supports, but there's a difference between lube and a vaginal moisturizer. So lube would be something that we use when you need, and it's more fast acting. It helps, it's going to keep things really slippery so that things aren't tugging and pulling, um, and can really help during the act. But when we're talking about just really helping to moisturize and support that vaginal area, there are some newer products on the market that have been well researched and you can use on a daily basis to help replenish. And for those of you, especially that are not able to take hormones, so if your doctor has prescribed estrogen or vaginal estrogen, they have decided that's safe for you and you're good to go. And that's a really good way to go. But for those of you who can't take those, vaginal estrogens or can't use any sort of estrogen because of maybe breast cancer or a stroke or anything or some other health concerns, this is something to be aware of. This is a product called Via. It's made by a company that Solve Wellness they really only focus on women's vaginal health. So they make a cranberry supplement that's wonderful for people who get recurrent UTIs. They make this Via moisturizer and they've got a probiotic, and that's all. That's their three main products. And I love that about them because I don't, worry that they're trying to do too many things and things aren't well researched. They've been around for many years. I've got clients that have been on some of their products for 10, 15 years, women who are now in their 70s and they swear by them. So I wanted to introduce this to you. This is a product that's made from four things. It's made from hyaluronic acid, which I'm sure you've heard about. It replenishes your skin moisture. It really helps to keep your cells full of that moisture and stay hydrated. It's great for the skin, for your face as well, right? It's got peptides in it. So specific peptides that so those are amino acids, and we probably talk about those all the time in your nutrition meetings because proteins are made up of amino acids, and we need amino acids to build tissue and to build, hormones and all sorts of things. And so it's got some specific amino acids in it that help to replace collagen and elastin, and help with hydration. And proteins and amino acids actually help our body when we have adequate protein in our diet. And then we also have adequate protein available to our skin, we can stay hydrated. It's got some antioxidants in it. You've probably heard of CoQ10. And then it's got some fat soluble skin protective vitamins. I'm sure you've heard of these, vitamin E and vitamin C. Um, and then it also has jojoba oil, which is a humectant. It means it draws water to the skin and helps to maximize delivery of each ingredient. So it acts a little bit like licorice does on those internal formulas. This is one that helps to harmonize the hyaluronic acid, the peptides, and the antioxidants to help pull those in so that they stay close to the skin and help to replenish it and keep it nice and plump. So it's one that you would use on a daily basis. It's it's a really wonderful product. You can just Google it, or let me know if you've got questions. I can send you some more resources on it. It's not, I don't make any money from that or anything like that. It's just something that I have really loved and I'm happy to share more information about. So, different than a lube, you wouldn't be using this as a lube. You would still want to use your lube if you're using that and finding it helpful. But maybe this would make it so that you don't need as much lube, and it can also make things just much more comfortable down there if you're struggling with the symptoms of vaginal dryness on a daily basis. All right. Um, Thank you for letting me pop back in here. And until next time, be well.